Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Amy Lawrence. She is the new Warren County Nutrition Education Program Educator. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about the focus of the Nutrition Education Program.
Okay, so I'm going to talk today about our adult program curriculum, which is called Healthy Choices for Everybody. And we're going to talk about the 7 different lessons that are available in this series. And we prepare a recipe during the lesson, hands-on together, and it's just a lot of fun. We sample the recipe. So one of the topics, the very first topic, is cooking basics right out of the start. We go over things like knife skills, proper measuring techniques, how to read a recipe thoroughly and make sure we understand what we're doing, cooking terminology. So all that is covered in the first class. The second class deals with a very important topic. Did you know that 1 in 6 Americans a year gets a foodborne illness? And that second lesson incorporates how to maintain food hygiene in your kitchen. Then our third lesson is one of my favorites. It is how to stretch your food dollar. All of my classes I make interactive. I'm not just lecturing during the entire time. I almost always include an activity that's fun and engaging. And with this stretching your food dollar class, we play The Price is Right. Yeah, and so we have everyone guesses whether this is the right price or this is the right price. And then we'll go back and we'll explain which is the right price. And then we'll give some other options and say, well, this is how much this one was per unit ounce. And this is the grocery store brand that is this much per unit ounce, so that you understand the different pricing levels that there are at the grocery store. And then our fourth class is shifting to healthier choices. And this is where the MyPlate standard that is set out by the USDA is brought into play. We talk about the 5 food groups. We break them down. And then when we go on into the next lesson, that specifically breaks down into fruits and vegetables. Those are the categories of the 5 food groups that most Americans have a difficult time getting enough of. So we really hone in on the nutritional value of fruits and vegetables. The next lesson is probably my second favorite lesson. And it is learning how to read a nutrition facts label. It's really an overlooked clue for everyone to realize what it is that they are consuming. Mm-hmm. You can learn so much about what you're consuming by that nutrition facts label. So we tear apart how to look at that, how to look at those added sugars, how to look for saturated fats, and things like that. And then the last class that we do is how to make better beverage choices. And we talk about some alternatives. What can you do to try and reduce that added sugar? Because we know Americans are becoming more and more prone to diabetes at younger and younger ages. So that's an important lesson. And then at the end of the series, every participant who finishes the classes gets to take home a insulated shopping bag full of goodies such as spatulas, whisks, pot holders, all kinds of fun things so that they can start their own kitchen experiences. The classes usually take about 1 hour, and that's including doing the recipe preparation and sampling too. About half of it is discussing the topic, and half of it of the time is going to be preparing the recipe, and then we sample the recipe together.
Now, you mainly focus on low-income groups or groups that have barriers to nutrition education. But can people still contact you? You have tons of resources online.
Something that is available to anybody out there who wants to check into nutrition education and maybe aren't necessarily going to commit to take the 7 classes. The planeatmove.com website is available, and it is a tremendous resource with all kinds of nutrition tips. You can go by subject on the tab bars at the top, but the part that I love the most is the recipes. Mm-hmm. Hundreds and hundreds of recipes, and they are written and approved by the dietary staff at UK before they make our website. And you can put in what you're looking for with keywords or subjects, such as if I want to look for soups. I can put that in the drop down. Say I want to look for a soup that has kale in it. I can type kale in the keyword bar, and it'll bring up all the soup recipes that deal with kale. So it's a very interactive website. There's nothing that's really bizarre out there that costs an arm and a leg to buy at the store. You use one time and then it sits on your shelf and goes to waste. So they're very economical and they're very healthy recipes. So you can contact me here at the Warren County Extension Office on Russellville Road, or you can call the office at 270-842-1681 and ask for Amy, and I'd be glad to talk you through the planeatmove.com website or talk to you about scheduling the Healthy Choices classes.
And we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.